Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Opening things up, our first reviewer gives us their take.
This reviewer generally loves their new folding electric bike, finding it to be a worthwhile purchase, but they did encounter a few significant issues. The first problem appeared with the charger, which failed after only about a month of use. It began leaking some kind of fluid, forcing our reviewer to purchase a replacement. Beyond that initial hiccup, the client noted some quirks with the riding experience itself. They admit they were first drawn to the bike's aesthetics and didn't fully consider the physics of its design. The small wheels, while great for acceleration, make the bike feel very sensitive and demand constant attention to maintain balance. A minor, uncoordinated turn of the handlebars can easily send a rider off their path, so it requires a different kind of focus than a standard mountain bike. The ride can also be quite harsh. Without front or rear suspension, this e-bike doesn't absorb shock well, and on roads filled with common cracks and potholes, the rider feels every single jolt. This client humorously advises that you'll need to lift yourself off the seat for every bump to avoid a sore backside. A final point of concern is the lack of a key. The bike powers on with a simple button, which has led to a few startling moments when it was accidentally activated while being carried or parked. Despite these critiques, which are framed as suggestions for future models, our reviewer is very impressed. The bike's speed and slick design consistently turn heads and lead to questions from curious pedestrians. They praise it as a fantastic tool for getting from point A to point B, especially when tackling hills. One of its best features is the cleverly hidden battery, which keeps the bike's profile clean and sleek. Overall, this client feels their money was well spent and is very satisfied with the bike's performance and utility.
Awesome. Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer found this electric bike to be a pretty decent option for daily commuting, though it comes with some notable trade-offs. Our reviewer uses it for their daily trips to and from work and finds that while the battery isn't as robust as it could be, it gets the job done. There are some genuinely convenient features, such as the folding handlebars and the bike's generally lightweight, which makes it easy to pick up and carry when needed. For a small electric bicycle, it has a surprising amount of speed and even comes with a cruise control function. Other nice touches include a loud horn and lights that work well for visibility. However, a new owner should be prepared to make a few adjustments. This client strongly suggests that the first thing to go should be the seat, as it is quite uncomfortable and will take a lot of getting used to. The brakes are another area of concern, as the pads that come with this ride tend to wear down very quickly. Prospective buyers should expect to have to replace them on their own. The ride itself can be quite jarring on uneven surfaces since there is no suspension, making every bump feel quite hard. Despite this, the tires and the frame itself feel very durable. The most important piece of advice from this user is a serious caution about safety. They stress that on a small vehicle like this one, you are virtually invisible to other drivers. It is absolutely critical to pay enough attention for yourself and everyone else around you. Our reviewer recommends practicing in an empty parking lot to get a feel for how it handles before taking it out into traffic.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer recently acquired an electric bicycle and shared their initial impressions, highlighting several key aspects of their experience. Our reviewer noted that the availability of these types of machines had finally aligned with what they considered a viable option for a fun new toy. A significant benefit that immediately stood out was the electric bicycle's ability to fold up, a feature that enhances portability and storage convenience. What truly set this particular model apart, according to this client, was the remarkably straightforward assembly process. Initially, they had only planned to unbox the electric bicycle on the evening it arrived. However, to their pleasant surprise, they discovered how quickly it could be put together. Within approximately an hour, including the time spent unpacking, the electric bicycle was ready. This expedited setup meant our reviewer was already out test driving it late that very night, eager to experience its capabilities. Upon taking it for a spin, this client found that the electric bicycle delivered ample power and could pick up speed quite rapidly. They did, however, echo a sentiment they had encountered in other user feedback regarding the smaller wheels. These indeed presented some handling considerations, requiring a degree of caution while riding. Our reviewer felt that the maximum achievable speed of around 22 mph was perfectly adequate, and perhaps even optimal given the dimensions of the wheels. Overall, this client expressed significant satisfaction with their acquisition. They pondered whether investing in larger, more expensive electric bicycles would even be necessary, given how much enjoyment and utility this model provides. For them, this electric bicycle represents an excellent first foray into what they described as a new world of fun. Regarding its use for exercise, our reviewer found that while pedaling was certainly possible, it wasn't the most comfortable experience for extended periods. Sug.
That's it for this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.